Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to ARK. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the mod packs we'll be using in Fjordur when it releases in the next day or so. So this is a Viking mod pack from Eco. We're kind of using it now. We've used it in the past as well. It was some of the stuff we used over on Fjordur mod map. And then it's got the tables in it, plus some of the Viking flags and things like that. What I want to do, whenever we get over there, so Fjordur's releasing in about a day, and it's Viking themed, right? So, what better thing to do than use a Viking-themed mod pack while we get started? I don't want to build a huge base until we're sure where we want to do it at, but I still want to have a place to call home. So, I set up some of the buildings behind me. We'll take a look at them, show you what they are, and then I want to put a poll up and have you guys vote on it, and that's the first thing that we'll build when we're over there. I kind of like the community interaction with that. I put up polls, you guys kind of select what you want to see, and then we do it. It's kind of nice, man. I like it. So, we've got that. We've got some saddles to look at, and then a couple skins I want to show you too. Just some of the stuff I want to get set up for the release. However, before we start that, let me show you. I moved these up here, and I'm going to put them on all passive. That way, we don't have them down here anymore. They're kind of out of the way, and I ended up putting some turrets up. The Volanosaurs were not working. Everything got kind of destroyed by a level 140 Bronzo off camera when I was getting stuff set up. So I've got some heavy turrets. Put 3 of them up here. I got 2 of them over there on the glass to kind of take care of stuff over that way. And then I have 1 over here. Usually only Stegos spawn over here, but that should be enough to take those things out. And so far, ever since I put those up, I haven't had any problems with the creatures. I was trying to stay away from that because I didn't want to have ammo cost, but all the plants now are just plants, just to make everything look nice. Let's head inside here and I'll show you one more thing. And then we'll start taking a look at some of the buildings. So, as you know, we did a little bit of work with some of these snails. Got a slight problem. Slight problem, not much of one. I kind of went overboard, man. I accidentally left 2 of them not spayed, and they started reproducing. Didn't think about it. They didn't die off either, which is kind of cool. So I ended up keeping them. I did a little bit more breeding on them too. We have a ton of little snails here, and they're all on wandering. All of them are fixed now, so they aren't going to do any more reproducing. And the thing is, not only do they drop the paste on the floor, they also collect some here, as well as organic polymer. Not very much on the polymer, but, I mean, every little bit helps, right? And a lot of you guys left me comments about not putting the veggie treats, or the veggie cakes, out in the normal feed trough because all the regular herbivores will eat it. So what I did is I went ahead and changed the settings on this so that only them are allowed to eat out of there. And that kind of, it's set, right? They don't eat very often because 1 fills their inventory up so much. And holy crap, dude, I did not realize they got so much room in their shells. So their carry capacity is anywhere from 600 to 900 that I've seen, which is, it's crazy. As small as they are, not exactly sure where they're storing it. Must be all in that little shell, but it's kind of good for our production. Yep. I know, man. Hungry and thirsty. Story of my life. And then as for this, it's working very, very well. It's picking up everything. I mean, obviously, it's picking up everything. Holy crap. I can't figure out what to do with these. I don't know what the poop buffer is. I'm hoping I can change it somehow. I haven't seen a way to lower that. I don't know if that's for how much it'll pick up in store or what, but we're kind of getting over full on that. The dung beetles are full, and I've got it set to where it picks up their fertilizer and throws it out to the plants automatically. And then, as you can see, it is working with moving it from there to the storage chest. It just doesn't do it very often, is the thing. And we've also, so that polymer too, that 60 is new. That was empty. I went ahead and smelted it all up into regular polymer. So it is collecting everything, which is awesome. I mean, that kind of works. I just don't know what the interval is. I thought that part was broken, but I mean, it's working. So we're kind of in a good place. So let's take a look at some of these houses. So this one right here is the first one. It is the smallest, and it's kind of one of my favorite ones. One of them, because it's so small. You got a very nice little overhang here. Good place to put your forges, stuff like that. It's very, very tiny. Then you got a place up here. Whoop. If I can fly. I used to keep my flyers up here. It's kind of, they're safe, man. They're off the ground and out of the way. And the cool thing is, you can change the way that the grass looks on top. So whether you're built down to where it's warm, kind of like in the plains, and you want regular grass, or you're up in the snow area, it's kind of neat, man. Nice little feature he has with the roofs. But all of this is a little bit of storage outside, and then it's one big room in here. That's kind of why I liked it whenever we did it the first time, because it's very small. Put all your storage, your bed, and whatnot, and you're kind of good to go. The next one on the list is this one. I kind of like it. It's not too bad. Two different ways to get up top. It is a 2-story building. Nothing on the outside. It's just kind of flat all the way around. Down here, you got 2 little rooms. You got a room here. You do have access there to go up. I didn't put a ladder there. I kind of put it over here instead. And you got your second room. As you climb up the ladder, what's that, spring-loaded ladder? Holy crap, dude. You've got 2 more rooms up here. Plenty of room for stuff. And then this is your other way up. So it's kind of neat, man. I don't mind it at all. You can put like your bed and stuff back here where we're out of the way. A little bit of your tables and crafting stuff up here. Or down here, whatever. So plenty of room. And then all the doors you can take on or off. They're kind of separate in the mod pack. So I do like that because, you know me, I don't like having doors too often. But they look very good on these buildings, having doors on instead of having them off. And the ladders are separate too. They're just normal rope ladders, but they're made for this mod pack, and only those work on those connect points for it. This one is a little bit awkward. I went ahead and included it. It's definitely not one of my favorites. It has a very small area out here that's an overhang. Again, you could do your forges outside, maybe store some dinos. And this whole bottom area, you can't get into from the outside. It's kind of good, I guess, if you do PvP. You can turn that back on so I can see. Because you can be down there working and nobody can really get to you. You got a very small area up here. And then your rope ladder takes you down here. So it's all closed in, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, it's like you got to climb in and then down to get to whatever you put in here. So I don't know. It's not my favorite at all. It's kind of the one I dislike the most. And then this other one, oh, this one, I tell you what, I really like this one. It's the biggest out of the group that I included. So let's start off on the bottom. So you have a nice set of doors here. And the thing is, you can also have it without the doors, and it looks good too. It's all open. It's all leads to the same area. But you can have all your tames in here, keep everything nice and safe and out of the way. Large doors to go in and out, so you don't have to worry about trying to turn your tames around. You know, some things are kind of hard to get twisted around, and you got a normal door for yourself. And this is the back side of it here. So it's not too bad, man. It's fairly large down here. Plenty of room for all your tames. And then to get inside, you got 2 sets of steps. Then up here. Oh, dude, there's so much room up here. And they got little cubby holes, too. So you can put some of your workstations here, maybe some fridges, kind of block it off. It's up and out of the way. And you got them on both sides as well. And there's no holes in the floor, because there's no ladders that go down. So I kind of like that part as well. And then my favorite part, I totally forgot to bring a ladder to put there. There's a little loft. You know how I like building lofts to put my bed and stuff there, so it's out of the way? So you can definitely put your respawn points up here. Maybe another little storage. Keep some gear in for whenever you respawn. And have all your stuff down here. This is the one I would really like to build. However, like I said, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. So what we'll do is we'll number them. The big castle will be number 1, option number 1 on the poll that I'll put up. This littler one will be option number 2. This one will be number 3. And that one will be number 4. So we'll go ahead and put that poll up. It'll go live about the same time that the video does. So if you want, head over to the channel. It'll be on the community tab. And click on which one you want. Again, option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. And whichever one has the most, by the time that I go to start Fjordur, that is the one that we'll aim at building. Hopefully on our first day. I'd like to find a place, get it set up, and then try to get one of those. They're not very expensive. I'll show you in the little crafting station real quick what they take. So there's a couple that I didn't include, and I'll show you why in a minute. So the first one we looked at is the lodge. And it's kind of the most expensive. It's got 2,000 on the fiber. Not bad if you make a sickle. Wood is $12.50 and 500 stone. The second one is this little one, and it's only 150 wood, 35 stone, 300 fiber. The third one was this one, 350 on wood, 575 and 100. And then the fourth one, the one I wasn't really a fan of, is this one, and it is 225, 50, and 500. So the ones I didn't include was the church. I don't like it. It's really weird with the way the floors are and everything. It just, I didn't want to end up having to build it, and it's very hard to get to clip. I couldn't get it to clip on the foundations at all. It was kind of clipping through them, so that's another reason why I didn't build it. And then this one is, it's a blacksmith building, but it's mainly like it's like a barn, man. I'll just show you. It's very large, but it's got kind of stables set up in there. Dude, I can't see anything where I'm going. So it's got a very nice overhang out here. I like that. And as you get up into here, like, see what I mean? It's kind of set up for breeding and stuff like that. So you can't remove these. You can still change your roof. And then you can still put doors on. But that's it. I don't like it, man. It doesn't work out for our base. Now, whenever we go to start breeding and stuff over there, if we do, it's very good for that. Kind of works out. So anyways, that's why I didn't include those other two into our selection. Just the 4 over there. Take a look at something else I'll show you. So, I'm thinking about taking Wingman. We'll have to see. There's some skins right here. The thing is, over on the mod map of Fjordur, there was a very nice skin pack you had for your armor, all Viking themed. They haven't mentioned. I've asked multiple times, and they won't say whether it's going to be in the official release or not. I'm hoping it will be, but if not, here's a couple little things here. Little Viking helmets. It's not too bad. And then this is the second one. I like that one a little bit more. And then the third one. The third one's my favorite one. Dude, that thing looks awesome, man. That thing looks so nice. Oh, wait. I wonder if we can put it on Wingman. Oh, you can. Oh, buddy. We have got to take you with us. Oh, wait. Can we make one? I want to have matching ones. Wait, which one was it? It was this one. Oh, dude. Buddy, if we can both be Vikings together, that would be fantastic. I'm sure there wasn't cinema crops in the Viking era, but I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Oh, you got to take it off for that. Oh, dude, that's fantastic, man. Buddy, you're hiding behind me all weird. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. He's going with us. We have to. We'll make the skins over there. I don't want to take everything with us. I want to... We'll just leave those on for right now. I want to do it while we're over there. I just want to kind of show you what we have today. And then for our tame. So the way I've been doing it is... I like taking a little care package over. And only taking a couple things. We'll take a set of armor. We'll take one team, probably. We'll take probably the long neck, a stack of ammo, shotgun, stack of ammo, and that's it. And then we have to beat the Gamma boss before we come over here to grab more stuff. So... what better to take than a horse? Seeing how it is Viking, and let me show you why. So we don't have a normal horse. All we have is some unicorns. And I do have a pair for breeding. Speaking of that, let's start the breeding process while we're kind of going through this next step. Throw you out here. And throw you out here. We only need one. Alright, let you guys do your thing. So... something else part of this pack. We've got a normal unicorn. However, there are saddles. And it totally changes how they look. The reason I want to take the unicorns, well, I mean, they're unicorns. Why wouldn't you? But the saddle changes everything, but it still leaves a unicorn horn. I don't know. This one's my favorite. It's got like the little painting on the back. You got the nice dark color. It has a blue reins and everything. So I definitely like that one. You've got 4 of them all total. This is the next one. It's okay. It's not too bad. Not too much of a fan. I do like the white and the black, the contrast on it and everything. This is the other one I like. Dude, I like it with the fur at the feet and everything. And there's one more right here. And there's that one. It's a tan colored one. Not a big fan of it. It still looks good, though. Don't get me wrong. Not you, buddy. Not you. It's the saddle. It's a saddle, I promise. So it's kind of neat. I think I really, really like the first one, though. Which one is it? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. All right. Work with me here. There we go. Ah, dude, boy, I tell you what. No, wait, that's not it either. All right. Let's do it this way. There are primitive versions that we have right here, and there's also ascendant versions. That is still not the right one. I don't know, man. I don't know what the deal is with it. I thought it was this one. It is. Okay, just me. But there are ascendant versions. So these are the primitive, 25 armor on the saddles, and then he's got it to where there is an ascendant version of each one, and it requires the previous one plus some alpha parts. So it's kind of neat. You can kind of move up, and then as you go up higher, the armor rating goes higher too, right? So the one that I like has only got 100 armor, which isn't so bad. I mean, it's still a fairly cheap saddle. And then there's a set for a dire bear. We do not have a dire bear, so I cannot take a look to see what they look like. Is that just a regular? It is. They have the regular one there because it uses that. So yeah, it's kind of neat. That's something we'll do over there. And I'll probably take just the primitive saddle so we can have the horse look right off the bat and kind of go from there. Speaking of horses, you're in the gestation period. So it's not too bad. I definitely want to get one of these set up on the first day if we can. And then we'll have our horse over there and we'll try to figure out what's going on. So I don't know what bosses there's going to be. In the mod map, there was quite a few bosses plus the world bosses. I don't know if that's going to be the case. They haven't really released what they're going to have and what they're not. So it's going to have to kind of see as we get over there. Let's change your name. We'll pick these guys up. Alright, so there's Junior. Let's go ahead and turn off mating on these guys. We only need the one, and it should be fine. The stats on them, I mean, we're not going to be using it for too much. Yeah, it's got all the same stats that the parents have. Cool, let's throw you out. We'll pick up the parents, do our growth pulse, and he will be ready for the trip. What is this? Sweet cake. Ah, look at him, man. Little dude, have you raised up here in no time. Alright, let's get you guys out of the way. Put you back where you belong. Put this veggie cake where you belong. And you what? Sneaking food out, man. That's what it does. I think that's whenever I was doing some testing. I was trying to figure out why they weren't eating. But it turns out their food, like this one, their food is so low, but they'll only eat whenever they'll take like a full veggie cake, right? Yeah, see, that totally fills it up all the way. I don't know how much it does for the snails, but it is a ridiculous amount. Take a look at this real quick, and then we'll do our growth pulse. Yeah, see, we're up to 2,300 already, man. Alright, are you ready? You don't have the fist bump. What's going on? You are imprinting, though. You gonna be good? I don't want no 99% on this now. I have to get that pig over here and heal him up as well. Just leave you in here. And we'll do that. Ah, dude. So, not too bad, man. Yeah, I just wanted to take today and try to get this kind of set up. Dude, I tell you what, I'm having issues here. Wanted to get this set up to get everybody's feedback, seeing how Fjordur is like one day away. And that way we have enough time for everybody to vote if you want to. And then we'll get us our Viking house. We'll have our nice little horse when we go over there. Probably get some skins made as well. However, we are going to go ahead and leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.